Cowboys won the toss, elected to receive, and here we go. From Tampa Bay, Barth kicks it out of the end zone, and the Cowboys will come on offense first with Matt Castle. Get it going from Tampa Bay. Darren McFadden is the tailback, and he'll get it. Stretching left and going nowhere. Levante David was there to make the stop. Second down and 10 for Dallas. Castle, four-man rush, comes near side. He's got a completion. It's Dez Bryant who makes the catch. Short gain, 3rd and long. And we get a flag. Indication it's on the Cowboys. Bill Vinovich, our referee today. He's a good one.
False start. Offense number 82. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Castle going to set up the screen. This McFadden looking for a block, showing the speed, close, but he's going to come up, I believe, a little bit short. That had some promise. Jones gets it away. Low sinking punt, takes a Buccaneers bounce, and they'll have it in pretty good field position to start.
Since he's been phenomenal.
1st and 10 for the Bucs. Here's Doug Martin, goes nowhere. Stymied at the line of scrimmage by Rolando McClain, who was questionable today with a hand injury, but he's in there. 2nd and 10. Winston time over the middle, and he's got himself a completion. It is Evans trying to rip it out, and he's got 5, so 3rd and 5 is coming up.
Mike Evans on offense. We just saw him make a catch. A lot of drops in the last couple games.
3rd down. Winston all kinds of time. Now he's pressured, in trouble, breaks a tackle, and now he's dropped. Tyrone Crawford is the guy that finished it up, and the Bucs go 3-0. Jason Shum will punt it away. The special teams for Tampa Bay have been great. They haven't allowed barely a return. Here's Beasley looking for a hole. There's a return for Cole Beasley. Well, that was the jinx for Tampa Bay. As soon as you put that stat up, despite a good punt, Beasley with a good return of 22. Former Cowboy, top of your screen. On 1st down, draw. McFadden, good stutter step. Good run from Darren McFadden, who, John, the last 3 weeks, this Dallas running game is starting to resemble what it did last year. 7 carries for 117 yards last week. They'll get it again. Up the middle. Close to a 1st down. And the last 3 weeks, to finish that thought, only Todd Gurley of the Rams has more rushing yards. 3rd and a couple inches. And he's got the 1st. So all Darren McFadden on this drive, and the Cowboys move the chains. Castle. And steps up, he has room to run. And he takes a good look, and he lost the football. Quan Alexander belted Castle, and it looks like he got it back. McFadden on 2nd down. Not much, 1.5 yards. 3rd and 6. 4-man rush. Castle fires a bullet over the middle. There's reliable Jason Witten, and he stopped at the 30. It's good enough for a Cowboys 1st down and a 7-yard gain. Witten has been an Iron Man. Fake to McFadden. Gets a block, and he's got Bryant wide open. Far side of the field. Moore in on the tackle, but Bryant's close to another Dallas 1st. Here's McFadden on 2nd and 1. 1st down, good spin. And he gets it down to the 16, a gain of 5. I like Darren McFadden as a wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. Castle looks that way, goes back right, punts, fires a little high. They're looking for Dez Bryant over there, covered by Werner, and it'll be a 2nd down. A lot of time, and incomplete. It looked like they were trying to set up the screen, but the Bucs were all over it. Blitz. Castle in trouble, and down he goes. It's Alexander. NFL, the history of it. He's made 19 in a row. This is from 42 yards out. And Bailey puts it home. But the Tampa defense holds in the red zone. So good for both teams. With the Cowboys up 3-0. Bailey will boot it away. Rainey will take a knee. Buccaneers football on their own 20. Both hoping to hang on to their playoff hopes here. And here's Winston on the boot. Going to sling it near side. And he's got Javorsky Lane, the fullback, getting him involved. And that is his second catch of the year.
Throw the football very well. I think he's got a big future ahead of him.
Martin. Oh, good cut. Doug Martin, first down for the Bucs. Before McClain brought him down.
Let it happen naturally. Well, it has, and it's his team.
Martin. Good hard run from Doug Martin. He's out to the 39. He's going to pick up 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Give it to him again. Breaks the initial tackle. And then surges forward. I think he's going to be a little shy of a first down. On 3rd and 1. Give it to him again. Big hole. Doug Martin still going and batted down at the 41. It's an 18-yard run for Doug Martin and a first down. Winston to throw. Pressure. He's in trouble. Unloads over the middle. In and out of the hands of Russell Shepard, a third-year man who's getting more time because Vincent Jackson is injured and he's still not in there today. He could have made that catch. Pitch out on 2nd down. Martin gets through McClain's tackle. He's tough to bring down. Doug Martin's already broken 3 tackles today. And this is another good run. It's down to the 34. Pressure. Winston gets rid of it. Incomplete. He had no choice. Pressure was coming from the left side. It was Crawford and Hardy getting in there. And now a field goal. This a 52-yarder. And it puts the Bucs on the board. Connor Barth.
Oh, boy.
Here's the kickoff. Tied at 3. It's a short kick. Taken by Rod Smith. Good hole. Good return. And Dallas out across the 30. Ball come loose. Little scrum there. Cowboys football after the return by Smith. Has moved the ball and held the ball, but hasn't scored at a rapid pace. They'll fake here and then come in near side. And they've got Lucky Whitehead on the catch. Those are the standings. Carolina's been perfect. Tampa's still in the mix if they get a win today. Here's McFadden. Good block. And McFadden gets the edge and lays down the shoulder for a nice run of 7. 4-man rush. Castle with time. There's Jason Witten. All the way down near the 35. They're going to say he went out of bounds at the 38. Throwing the ball well, and he picks up a 3rd down. So it's 1st and 10. And it's McFadden up the middle. And McFadden taken down at the 32. 2nd and 4. McFadden, patience, and a short game. 3rd and 3. McFadden taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's Howard Jones. And McCoy busted up that play as well. Would be his longest of the year. A wobbler, and it hits the post and goes in.
Doink. Saying the same thing. You got that many people. I got a one-on-one. Give me the ball.
Bailey just got that 53-yard field goal through. Kicks it off, and a kneel down from Rain. Charles Sims in at running back. Fake it to him, and Winston going to throw. And he's going to throw deep for Evans. And he can't make the play, but here comes the penalty flag. It was Morris Claiborne on the coverage.
You like him on one-on-one situations.
Defense number 24. Flag foul. Automatic first down.
Evans coming off a big game. And we get another penalty.
False start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Snap, post-snap. That's a perfect example of it.
On a 1st and 15, here's the first carry for Charles Sims. 2nd-year man out of West Virginia. But that's why you see the division, and that's why the Cowboys are still in it. Winston. It's blocked up. He's got time. He's going deep again. This time It's out of bounds. He's actually looking for Sims, the running back. It'll bring up a third down.
A lot of distractions, but they say to a man that they've got a great spirit in that locker room.
Third down, Winston over the middle, high for Evans, and it's incomplete. He had Evans open, and he just overshot him.
And that's one thing, Kevin, that Jameis Winston.
Hold on, late flag, John, now in the secondary.
Illegal contact. Defense number 27. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
It's on J.J. Wilcox. He gives Tampa Bay a first down. Sims. And Sims inside the 30. I feel like they found a way to do their offense without Jimmy Graham. It feels like they've done it, and now another penalty.
False start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Second down. Four-man rush. Winston feels pressure, steps up, and throws it to the far sideline. We've got Brandon Myers who makes the catch, and Myers down to about the 28. Going to pick up 6. These young guys on this offense. 3rd and 6. Blitz coming. It's picked up. Winston lets it fly. Almost intercepted by Brandon Carr. Hooking, and it is no good. Got him from Seattle. He's only had 19 snaps all year. He actually gets the ball and a handoff. That's a rare sight. And a decent run, gain of 4 on first down.
To coach them because they all put game plans together. So a lot on Matt Castle's plate.
And then he zings that to Dez Bryant at a beauty of a pass. Tampa territory down to the 44, and it's a gain of 16. These picks have gone back to the house for a touchdown, and that obviously hurts too. As McFadden back in. Down to the 41. Tampa backs off the blitz. Coming Beasley. Good catch. It was behind him. And he made the catch. Should be enough for a first down with more on the coverage. Career high 9. Career high 2 touchdowns. Run it to McFadden. And he's going to lunge forward for a couple. More on the tackle. He's been active today. Just get the play off. Blitz coming. Castle just going to throw it deep for Bryant. A little too far. Moore was on the coverage. He had to get rid of it. Coming to Witten, who needs a lot more than that. That's not going to be a first, but it will be a field goal try by Dan Bailey. Is he ever not frustrated, John?
He wants the ball.
He is competitive. 48-yard try for Bailey, and that one's no good. There's got to be some strong wind down there that we're not seeing.
And he finishes it once he sees it.
Fake the run, look out, blitz. Winston gets away from Mincy and then fires incomplete.
These kind of go hand in hand with pressure on the quarterback. That elevates the ball. It hasn't been there. It's better today.
They'll run it, and that time going nowhere. It's hard to figure out the Saints. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
3rd and 11. Winston has it blocked near side. He's got a completion, and that's a first down. There is Evans, and that was a well-thrown football. It's a gain of 14.
Is not there, and Jameis Winston threads it in.
Looking Evans' way. They pump. They're going to go to him again. Great catch. Mike Evans, what an adjustment to haul it down inside the 30. It's a 1st and 10. Winston has time. Going for Evans again, and it's incomplete. Tipped away. They've just been attacking this matchup. Evans on Morris Claiborne. From the 26, 4-man rush going deep again, and going for Sims. Bobbled, incomplete. Winston fires high, intercepted, and it's picked off by Jeff Heath. Out across the 20 to the 25, and a big mistake after a nice drive. The Cowboys take over.
That of late. But again, I said when you miss, you can't miss high over the middle in particular because tips and overthrows become interceptions.
Meanwhile, 1st and 10, all 3 timeouts, minute 35 to go in the half. Castle zings one to Dez Bryant, who's got a first down across the 35.
So that chirping works. You want the ball, go chirp at your quarterback, and they have a tendency to throw it. It's like a ball a minute.
Get your point. 4-man rush, a lot of time, get it to McFadden. He'll juke his way across the 40, and he's out of bounds there. Stop the clock with 1:06 to go. About 20 more yards to have a realistic shot at a field goal here. A lot of time. Castle fires Bryant. That's incomplete. Back off the blitz. Castle still in trouble. Steps up, throws complete to Witten, and a good tackle. He stopped short of the first down. Time show coming up. So Tampa calls their second timeout. Dallas will punt after Witten stops short. Rainey, fair catch, makes the catch at the 15. So 44 seconds left and one timeout. Just going to run it with Sims. Gets a couple blocks. We also haven't seen Doug Martin in a while, John. Don't have a report on him just yet. Sims has been in there the last couple series of running back. Here they're just going to throw it to Cameron Brate, the tight end. He's got a first down and knocked out of bounds, which will stop the clock with 28 seconds to go. 28 seconds to go. Winston will throw over the middle. It's nearly intercepted. Tyler Patton had his hands on it, bobbled, and couldn't make the play. 23 seconds to go. No timeouts. Winston gonna fire, and he's got a completion. It's Evans trying to get out of bounds. He won't do it. Clock is running. They have time to spike it here. Spike it and throw a Hail Mary, and now penalty flag with 6 seconds to go.
Delay a game. Defense, number 31. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's a good call, John. It was on Byron Jones, but 5 seconds left as we look what happened.
Well, you got to be subtle if you're trying to do these things, and this was anything but subtle. He gives that little right, playing the other football.
3-man rush, but pressure. Winston in trouble, and he gets away. Down he goes. Now he's officially going to be dropped for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence is the man that got there, and that will end the half.
The thing that's encouraging, the pass rush is starting to come alive for them.
Rainey bobbles, he'll corral it, and the Bucs will start this half on their own 20-yard line. Well, that's water under the bridge now as they'll throw it. Evans, turnaround move, and he's going to pick up 5 yards on first down. Brandon Carr on Evans on that play.
It's tough to deal with on the one-on-one coverage.
They'll run the ball. And that time it is Martin. Talking about him getting back involved. And we get a flag.
False start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
That's the third penalty on the Buccaneers rookie left tackle. Third down and 8. Blitz coming. Winston in trouble. Jacked. And it's incomplete, I believe, but there's no whistle. Is that ball live? John, on the field, they did not blow the whistle. So this should be a fumble, but let's see the replay here, which obviously they'll look at.
It's Brandon Carr who comes on the corner blitz.
Recovered by Dallas.
So Carr on the cornerback blitz and the hit, ruled a fumble, recovered by Dallas. Now was the arm moving forward?
The arm was moving forward. I think that will be overturned. You see Jameis Winston at the end with the arm coming forward. Nice play by Brandon Carr.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field has changed. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 8 at the 22-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 13 minutes and 33 seconds.
Lucky Whitehead, some room. Shum gets off the punt. Good high kick. And Whitehead has no choice. It takes him right out of bounds around the 29-yard line. 4 catches, 41 yards for Dez Bryant. Here they started out from their own 29. Castle, a lot of time. Now maneuvering away, and now he's going to go down. He had all day to find someone, but couldn't, and William Goldson is going to take him down for the sack. Second down and 11. Running McFadden cuts back across the grain and gets to the 30. He's going to pick up 3 in the third long. John, you know, this secondary for Tampa Bay, it's fascinating.
Paying dividends.
Des Bryant against Moore, top of your screen. Bryant looking elsewhere for Dan Escobar, the tight end, right down the middle, and he's in a Buccaneer territory. It's a gain of 22. The I formation here, and there's the draw. McFadden up the middle, not much. McDougal was there, so was Levante David. Meanwhile, has 8 tackles to lead the Bucs. 2nd and 10. They're going to throw it to Bryant, who dropped it. That was right there, but he just couldn't hang on. It was Ajay Barima on the coverage, but that was all Dez. Blitz. Castle tipped it. It's dropped. That had interception, maybe even more. But Quan Alexander, who has just been awesome, can't make that play. Starting to see why these teams are under 500, John. You know, it's just the mistakes. So they'll punt it away. Rainey. Fair catch at the 15. There's a flag, far side of the field.
During the kick. Holding. Receiving team number 91. After this is the goal. Dallas keeps the ball. First down.
Got Doug Martin in the backfield to start it off. No running. And Martin goes nowhere. Hitchens played it well.
Smith told me that he needs to be careful with the ball more. He is doing those batted passes that they don't want to do. Oh, and we have a little mistake here.
That's what Evans, Pam, on the catch, and they're going to say he was down. He almost broke that all the way.
Talk about keeping it simple. If I'm Dirk Cutter right now, I'm running Doug Martin and I'm throwing to this guy because no one can cover him. When they're throwing to him, it's either ending up in big completions like that or penalties. Mike Evans having a nice day.
Evans is the only wide receiver with a catch for Tampa. He's got 6 for 84. There's fullbacks and tight ends elsewhere. Pitch to Martin. Tries to get the edge and cuts it upfield. Out to the 33. So Martin's got a 4-yard gain. Get to that shot. There you go. Winston, other side to Martin, makes a catch. What a tackle. Byron Jones on the tackle.
Nelson, no problem. Well, they're missing Jordy Nelson about now.
3rd down. Winston fires near side. Humphreys, good catch. And he's got it for a first down. First wide receiver other than Evans to come through, and Humphreys does on 3rd.
Well, Adam Humphreys is a rookie from Clemson, an undrafted free agent.
5 catches against the Giants last week. Ooh, vicious hit inside. It was Hitchens with the stick initially on Martin. 4-man rush pressure. Winston lost it for Sims. Incomplete. Sims couldn't beat his man. It was Andrew Gatchkar. 8th play of the drive. But a 3rd down and 9. Winston guns it. Dropped by Evans. Oh, man. He's had 9 drops the last 2 weeks. As great as he's been, it was in his head last week. And that's a problem. So instead of a first down on a big play, it's a punt. Beasley back to return this one. And he gets tackled immediately. Russell Shepard with a good special teams play.
Second down, absolutely.
1st and 10 for Dallas. They're going to run the football, not much to McFadden. 2nd down and 7. Blitz is coming. Castle lets it fly, and he's got a completion. It's Terrence Williams. That's his first catch of the day. He's been quiet, but that one's going to come through for 17 and a first down. 18 of 20, 140 yards. The quarterback has not been the issue for Dallas today. To throw it. A lot of time on the play action, and Witten makes a good catch right around midfield for Jason Witten. That'll be a gain of 5.
Has certainly been available, not only available, but when he has been, he's been extraordinary.
Draw McFadden shy of the first, so a 3rd and short is coming up now for Dallas. 3rd and 3. Pressure. Castle in trouble. Steps away. Still on his feet. Now he's going to run, and we get a flag. He's shy of the first. But there's a penalty right around Tyron Smith. And it looks like it's going to be on him.
Holding. Offense number 77. Penalties decline. Result of the play. 4th down.
Stars being stars, Levante David's played well today.
He sure has.
And so another punt. Jones. High kick. Rainey, another fair catch. Oh, look at the bounce. Played perfectly Wilcox was there.
One would be wise to hire that man. I've played for him. Tremendous leader of men.
Here is Doug Martin. And he hasn't been able to get it going since that good first quarter. Winston to throw it far side and caught and knocked away by Evans. Brandon Carr, who's been on Evans in this second half with Claiborne going out with the injury at the end of the first. Four-man rush. Winston guns it near side, and there's Myers, the tight end, and he holds on for a much-needed first down. Here's Martin, and there's just nothing there. Cowboys really plugging up this offensive line. Martin maybe a yard.
From the University of Connecticut in the first round, a big-time player, I think, for years to come.
On second, Litz is picked up. Winston going far side of the field, and what a catch that is. So you have the drops, but then you have something like that. He makes a tremendous play.
Well, I think the thing with Mike Evans is you just have to make it difficult. You got to have someone blanketing him. You got to have hands all over him, and then he'll catch it. It's the easy ones that he's fighting. But I like that Jameis Winston keeps going back to him. I'm going to continue to feed you, keep targeting him, and hope he can work his way out.
Meanwhile, he's got his 7th career 100-yard game with that catch. Pressure. Winston stands it and fires. The catch by Humphreys. And he's into Dallas territory, down to the 45, a 19-yard gain. I'll tell you one thing, Winston's not afraid to take a hit. This is Charles Sims. Going to get the ball in the run game, just completely shut down in this second half. Official, too. He's seen good flops. That was great.
Get you fined in the NBA.
Second down. Winston going deep and overthrowing. He was looking for Shepard. Such an athlete at the combine. He set a world record for broad jump. Winston in trouble. Rolling, throwing, completion, it drops. Stocker was the guy, not normally a receiving tight end, but Tyler Patman was there. Shum will punt it away. Beasley's going to let it go, and it's going to be downed inside the 10. Trying to get McFadden going. He's been quiet all day. Breaks a couple tackles. And a lot of work for 3 yards. Today, and Bryant's been quiet. 4 catches, 41 yards. They're going to go to him, and Bryant ran the fly. Castle threw it underneath, and now a late flag back by the quarterback.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Roughing the passer. Defense number 90, late hit. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So many bad mistakes. And now the Cowboys with a big first down. Room 2 from the 25. Castle zips one far side of the field, and it's the first catch of the day for Devin Street. And Street has enough to move the chains.
The other guy, a rookie, but he's got a potential to be one of the best.
McFadden looking for room, and again, tripped up quickly. Nice tackle by McDougal. Because this NFC East is wide open, but the Cowboys need this win. Castle going to Des Bryant, and he's tackled quickly. He's going to be shy of a first down. He's up at the 39. Chris Conti makes the play. Castle going deep, far side, one-handed, no, incomplete. I think he would have been out of bounds anyway with Terrence Williams, and the Tampa defense holds. Jones. Another high, booming punt. Rainey drops it, fumbles it, gonna pick it up, and he's in trouble, and he's buried. Another great punt by Chris Jones. Statue Farm, I think that's probably not the right word. You get the idea. 6-3 Cowboys. Bucks have it 1st and 10, and they're backed up, and they're gonna give it to Martin. 2nd and 8 for Winston and company. Evans in motion. He's got 7 catches for 100 yards. Winston, you can bet he's looking for him again, but he goes underneath this time. There's Martin. Good plant in the ground, and he's upfield for a first down. Out to the 20 for Doug Martin. But he keeps putting himself in the middle of it. More from Garrett on that after this first down. Winston on the blitz. Set up a screen. They got some room. Doug Martin, first down and more. They caught him in the blitz, and it worked perfectly for Martin with a big gain of 25.
Guys that are 5'9" and 220 pounds, believe me, they're hard to tackle.
So they'll give it to him on the run. Martin dancing, in trouble, flags fly. That goes nowhere. DeMarcus Lawrence was there. So we'll take a look at this call from Bill Vinovich and company.
Holding. Offense number 78. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
In the crowd, when you've done what you've done, just be quiet, go about your job. Stop acting like a clown.
1st and 20. Winston over the middle. Caught. Evans took it away and still going. Boy, he had the drops earlier, but a couple of big plays, and that one puts Tampa at the Dallas 40. It's a gain of 26. High 8th catch for Evans. 126 yards on a 1st and 10 on the boot. Jones coming on the blitz. Winston comes near side. Sims with the move, tripped up down to the 32, and the Bucs have some momentum on offense. Still Cowboys down 3. They're going to run it. Martin, 1st down. Doug Martin has a 1st down to the 26. Pitch out Martin. Martin, good moves. Doug Martin making people miss. I thought he was going to lose yards on that play. On 2nd down. Oh, incomplete. No, it's picked off. It is Heath again. He threw behind Humphries, and Jeff Heath, who had 2 career interceptions coming in, has 2 today and none bigger than that.
It's a learning process for Jameis Winston. And you look at the window in between Hitchens and Patman that he tried to fit it in. You can't fit it in right there. He was in a rhythm. He was getting hot, and he was feeling it. But you got to have some discretion right here. That's behind Humphries. And again, Jeff Heath, just the beneficiary of a tip ball.
Here's the
After
call.
reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Interception, 1st down Dallas.
5:42 to go. They're going to run it. Oh, McFadden in trouble and barely gets out of the end zone. William Golston blew that play up. From the 2. Blitz. Castle throws. Perfect throw and a completion. It's Williams, who's going to be about 1.5 yards shy of a 1st down. Blitz coming. Castle gets rid of it. Looking for Bryant. And it's incomplete. And now Jones, who's been great punting all day, will do so again. The Bucs defense doing their job. Short kick. Rainey, fair catch, and does it out near the 45-yard line. With a 3-point lead. 1st and 10 Tampa. Winston back there. Pressure. Throws. Incomplete. Danger. And there's a penalty. He went for Evans again. They're going to get Brandon Carr.
Prior to the pass. Holding. Defense number 39. 5-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
These guys play in this type of situation.
That's a tough one. They'll run it. Martin pushing the pile forward. He's got 4. Hardy on the tackle. 4-man rush. Winston all day over the high throw, but Dye with a good catch and a spin and still going. Dante Dye, the rookie from Heidelberg, now an issue. 2:39 and counting left in this game. Bucs down by 3. Winston coming near side, a catch, and then a quick hit immediately. It was Martin with the catch, short gain, and then McLean with the stick.
Been all over the field.
Time for Winston, now a late blitz over the middle. Behind him, Myers. What a catch! In midair, reaching behind him to haul it in, and it's a gain of 17. Winston over the middle, he's got a completion, and it's Sims with the catch down at the 10. Winston can run. He ran one in from here last week. Sims on the draw up the middle, 1st and goal. Down to the 5. And now if you're Dallas, John, you have to think about these timeouts with 2 left, right? And they call one. Their star linebacker can only look on, out with a concussion today. They'll run it. Martin. And the Cowboys, I'm assuming, have to take this timeout. They do. They're going to throw the ball. Winston going to loft it up and incomplete. Wyatt stunned at that. Winston, pressure, steps away, looking to run, diving, he lost the ball. Cowboys recover, no signal. What do we got? Flag on the play, too. He lost it.
That's out before he's across the goal line. It's not Patman. He just loses it on his own.
He just dropped it. My goodness. And the Cowboys did look like they recovered. Penalty, obviously, is an enormous call coming here.
Jameis Winston going up and over just like he did last week.
Holding. Defense number 38. Passes this to the goal. Automatic first down. From the 1 yard line, from the spot of the fumble.
Here you go. First and goal. It's a bootleg. Winston gonna walk in. Tampa in front.
Well, a great call by Dirk Cutter because everybody's thinking what I was thinking. Give it to Doug Martin, but that's Jameis Winston. The mobility he has, the holding penalty gives him an extra opportunity, and he makes the most of it. Big time fake. It holds everybody, including Wilcox, and Jameis Winston strolls into the end zone.
And he does. And it's the Bucs by 4. Cowboys out of timeouts on the verge of losing their 7th straight game.
And Jason Witten said it. It's what's been plaguing this team. Success in the critical moments. They beat themselves in the critical moments.
Williams trying to make something happen. Look at Terrence Williams. Good return, but he did waste a lot of time. 43 seconds left, and they need a touchdown, and there's no timeouts. And we get a penalty far side of the field.
After the play was over, personal foul. Kicking team number 24. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Timeouts, though. So Castle, 4-man rush. Has time. Steps up, just a little dump off over the middle. McFadden up the middle, but they've got to hurry. It's a first down. Try and spike it here. Ticking with 30 seconds to go. They'll spike it down. 28 seconds on the clock. Extra point made it that 4-point game. Castle gonna heave it deep downfield for Bryant. One-on-one. Intercepted. Bradley McDougald. And that's a wrap.
He's trusting one of the best receivers in football. And Dez Bryant's got to go make a play on this football. Is there a little contact? Absolutely. But Dez Bryant got to go up and get that football. And at the least, have it be an incomplete pass.
You get away with one there, John?
There's a little push, but there's contact. And
now a 7-game losing streak. And they find themselves, do these Cowboys, at 2-7. Meanwhile, the Bucs, it was ugly at times, but they're 4-4, and they're in the mix behind their rookie quarterback who played well in that 4th quarter.